don't touch my mic.
And we are live, folks. Welcome to the Sit Down Standard, the podcast celebrating all the amazing things you can do while sitting, whether it's enjoying movies, watching television, or playing games. I'm one of your hosts, David Bray. I'm joined, as always, by my cohort, Gerald Bales.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm here, David.
Oh, this is like delicious dish. I like the soft, sultry.
I'm here, David.
I'm here. As always, if you are listening to the audio version of our podcast, you can go to youtube.com/sitdownstandard and find our beautiful faces. We do live video podcasts. Well, they're not live, but they were live at one point in time. They're live for us.
Everything's live.
Or, of course, you can listen to the audio version now. We are available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and the Google Play Store. So lots of great places. For all our new listeners and viewers, go ahead and leave us a like on iTunes and a review.
Yeah, leave us a rating, or...
Got a plug.
Yeah, comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your grandparents, tell your estranged family.
What's this iTunes thing? What's this sit-down standard
Put
thing?
up a Twitters,
and
all that stuff.
Of course, you can always be part of the show by sending us your emails. It's
sitdownstandard@gmail.com.
And if you do send us an email and it gets picked for the week, you get a $5 gift card to Steam, Amazon, or Starbucks. Yeah,
coffee from Seattle, Washington. David,
if you didn't know,
the mermaid.
The mermaid.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the first thing that we talk about every week. Catch up with both of us what we did this week and what you doing. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Ba-da-da-da-pa.
David's favorite part.
I love it.
Of course.
That's really why I do this podcast. Is just to sing. Gerald, what you doing?
Quite the week, David, and by quite the week, I mean not a lot going on.
Yes.
I worked from California this past week.
You went dark, as we say.
I went dark from the comms. Gerald went dark. To work from there, I was busy. Went to a pizza place. Okay, so if you go to... Get off my lawn. If you go to a pizza place, right, it's like... Think of like... it's not like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's like just a big, wide open picnic tables and really good pizza and beer.
CC's Pizza or like an old school pizzeria.
Yeah.
Is it like buffet style? Like pizza's out and you can go up?
No.
Okay, so it's nothing like what I said.
Yeah. But anyways, so we go there shortly after work, about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then a lot of people start filing in. This is when the VP debates were on, by the way.
Okay.
Very exciting VP debates.
You went to a pizza place to watch the VP.
We just went there to hang out. And so these people start filing in. We're like, what's going on here? Apparently it's some kind of like, I think they call it AYSO or like group, like parents, soccer league or something.
Yeah, we used to go to a pizza parlor after soccer games.
Yeah, but these were like not the kids after the game. These were the parents debating like rules and stuff and complaining. So we're there at the table, kind of in the middle back, and like talking, and people are mad dogging us, like shh.
At the pizza place?
Shushing us, yeah.
For doing what?
Well, because the main guy was trying to talk to all these people, and it's in a loud. There's like an arcade that's right there, so that's kind of loud.
Yeah.
And he's trying to talk to all these people, and people can't hear in the back. It was just like people were mad dogging.
Wait, these people went to a public pizza place and started shushing
exactly,
other
David.
people?
Exactly.
As if it was like a church or a library?
Yeah, it was funny because like they would get all like hot and bothered over some topic, and Mike and I'd be like, rabble.
Well, if you're literally saying rabble.
No, we were definitely making fun of him by the end of the night because it's just like, why would you go? Anyway.
How was the pizza?
Delicious. They had like a breakfast pizza, like scrambled eggs, buffalo sauce, sausage, bacon.
I do dig a breakfast pizza. There's one that I've had where they like crack the egg and it's still like kind of runny.
There was one that we had that had a fried egg on top of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah. They put little wells in it and they crack eggs and they put it all. It's so good.
Good stuff.
First of all, if you put... we went to... Speaking of breakfast, I went to IHOP this week. Like, what is breakfast in this country? Like, we eat the worst stuff for breakfast. It's like cake and pig.
How dare you? You eat eggs.
Yeah, those
and you eat delicious meats, David.
I don't think
they're fatty. I agree.
No, that's what I'm saying. And we put like think about it though. Really, it's literally cake. It's pancake. Yes, cake. It's layered cake.
Listen, I'm a waffle guy.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
No, they got reservoirs.
Pockets for the syrup. But no, I mean generally, and like IHOP has taken it to such an extreme level. Now it's like
they have some weird crap in their pancakes, man.
Well, they not just that, but like the sauce that goes on top of it is like icing. It's like you are.
Really?
It's basically a cake, and it's like,
but
it's breakfast, so it's healthy. It's. Like,
I'm a simple beanie guy. Just give me the bacon and eggs.
Yeah, like bacon.
Side of wheat toast. Perfect. That's all I need.
Sourdough.
Coffee.
I'm a sourdough.
No,
guy.
wheat. Get the hell out of here.
Anyway, so pizza was good.
Pizza was good. Don't go there. Yeah, don't expect to have people quiet down at your stupid meeting.
So wait a second. Place. Was it like the coaches, or was it like
just parents and coaching talking about like we need more rest, we need more volunteers, rabble. You know,
that's weird.
Crap like that. Anyways, at the end of the week, I did something that I almost never do. I went camping. I got a lot here, David.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I went camping with about 9 other people from work and their plus ones. I don't go camping very often because my wife despises camping. Last time I went camp, I can't remember. It's been a very long time. And not that I've never done like adult camping, so it's not like camping where you just drink all day and have meat. I assume.
Yeah. But did you do like camping in like a tent?
Yeah, a tent.
Oh, okay. Because some people are like, we went camping. We slept in a lodge. I'm like,
no, it's not camping.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
we
you
went
slept
camping,
in a
though
hotel.
it did have flushing toilets and a shower, which I did not use. More on that later. But I did use the toilets. But yeah, flush toilets. So it's nice amenities.
Yeah.
But we're a couple sites next to each other, and like I said, there were 10 of us that went. But I have a couple things here, David. First of all, we had legit food. Now I think of with camping breakfast, it's like oatmeal or like cereal, simple
granola,
stuff.
some granola,
simple stuff, right?
Yeah,
we had bacon, eggs, sausage, hash browns the first day, and then nix the hash browns and add pancakes this morning.
So wait a second.
It was just
obviously you had somebody who's done this before.
Yes.
And the person that was there had some kind of. Did they cook it on like an open fire, or did they?
No, we were not allowed open fires in the San Bernardino forest because of the recent fires past few years. But we did have a propane fire pit, which served as like the main fire.
Okay.
But then we also had barbecues and stuff for grilling and grills.
So you had a barbecue grill.
Yeah, like a little mini propane.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That's not as cool. When we used to, it's cool because you're cooking outside. And I like barbecuing, but like when we used to go camping, it was like this is because you can't in California. But I grew up in Texas, which like they let everything go there. But we used to take like a giant iron or cast iron
skillet, or
it was not just. It wasn't a skillet. It was a Dutch oven,
okay.
And it had a thing where you could actually put it in the coals, and then you put coals on top of it.
Oh, so it keeps it like real.
Oh, it's like an oven, and we used to make like tons of stuff in there, like bloomin' onions. You take an onion, you cut it up, you drop some things of butter, you cover it in foil, drop it in there. It's amazing.
We also had last night for dinner. We had tri-tip. We had 5 tri-tips, which is a lot for 10 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And tri-tip and like baked potatoes and salad, and it's just overall good food.
That's good.
Set the standard for camping food because it's always just like peanut butter jelly sandwiches and crab breakfast.
Well, stuff you can it stays. You don't have to cook it, right?
And like the fact that you're waking up, you probably didn't sleep very well. You're waking up to like bacon and eggs. You're just like, oh, this is
how to live. Yeah.
Did I die?
Yeah.
Did a bear maul me in the middle of the night? And I just woke up from heaven.
Did you ever get scared about that?
Speaking of bears, David. So before we went to bed the first night, Friday night, it was like, oh, we gotta put the food in the car. I'm like, well, why do we gotta do that? Because bears can sometimes come by and poke in your stuff. I'm like, wait, whoa.
Yeah,
I don't think I signed up for this. Was this on the waiver that I can be eaten by a bear?
Yeah, that's camping.
So I'm not saying I have like a legitimate fear, but I'm inexperienced. I'm like, well, bear is like walking on my tent. What do I do?
Cinnamon. I hate cinnamon.
I'm like, how many women do we have here? They attract the bears.
That's right. Well, it's one of those things where you don't have to run faster than the bear. You just got to run faster than one of the people you're with. It's the trick, right? But
yeah, no problems there. Apparently, we did have coyotes out in the woods around us last night.
This is why.
But just like you hear howling, but like distant howling. Yeah, but like more distant. But all right, what else I got here?
Well, hold on. I want to go back to your camping. So you never went...
No, I still got more camping.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to just say, so you don't have a lot of experience with camping. You didn't go like as a kid. You weren't like a Boy Scout
I went
thing?
as a Boy Scout. We went to like Pismo Beach like 2 years in a row, and that's like barely camping. From what I told Mike that, and he was like, oh, so you've never been camping before?
Yeah, exactly. Do you ever like fishing and stuff like that?
See that? Okay, so that's like a check on my bucket list for me is to catch a fish, lake fishing, catch a fish, fillet it, and eat it in the same night. Okay. That's pretty freaking...
That's manly.
BA, right?
Yeah, that's
pretty
cool.
awesome. And we were going to do that, but the campsite we were at was by Lake Arrowhead, and apparently it's a private lake. This whole lake, only rich jerks get to use it.
It's funny, like the fishing game or tackle or whatever they're called, they like dump like actual fish into a lot of these lakes just to like populate them. So people can go fish. It's just funny to me. Like it's kind of
not
like
natural.
No, I know. It's like playing a game. It's like, oh, can you throw more of those in the game so that I can actually hit stuff? It's just it's kind of funny. Anyway,
but next time, hopefully that's on the docket for next time. I'll definitely try to spearhead that. Let's see, bears scare.
You did some hiking.
Right. Did some hiking. So like my big thing was like, all right, well we got a full day Saturday. It's Friday night, all day Saturday, and Saturday night. What do we do during the day? And they're like, well, make sure you bring a book, which I did. I did read more of the Aftermath Life Debt. Very cool, by the way.
What is that?
It's the next Aftermath book I said I was reading.
What's that? Aftermath, like
the Star Wars Aftermath?
Oh, okay, so it's the next Star Wars.
Yeah.
in
mentions
that trilogy.
Hux, which is like,
Hux was in the 7th one.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I read for that. Reading outside when there's like 75-degree weather and there's a bunch of shade and there's a light breeze. It's just amazing.
Yeah, right now is probably the perfect time to go.
You look up from your chapter and you're like, nature.
Yeah,
this
beautiful. What is his name? Walden? I don't. Thoreau. Thoreau talked about this when he wrote. No, definitely, it is fun to like. I don't know. Like we went up to Mount Charleston this weekend and just like,
oh, cool.
Yeah, like being where you can like, and it doesn't smell like smog. It's like,
like right when after the drive, I just opened the car and was just like, oh, the trees and nature smell. It's just awesome.
Just reminds you of like, what if like you grew up in like the 17 and 1800s? Like that's just what it always smelled like.
Yeah, true. And they were probably sick of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, this disgusting fresh air.
So they go in the city to smell like garbage and cars and stuff. Anyway, and you can see the stars at night, which is like awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So you're like drunk, obviously, because you're adult camping.
Right.
And you used to look up and it's like, oh, these stars, man. And because you don't see stars in Vegas. You got to drive like an hour and a half outside of town to see them. But anyway, so that was cool. But yeah, so Saturday went on a hike. Now, I'm obviously, if you're watching the YouTube video, you know by looking at me, I'm not a hiker, all right?
You're a good-sized mammal.
Thank you, David. Be nice about it. That is observant. So we went on a hike, and we were looking for an easy hike. Most of the people there were athletic enough. I obviously was not, but we were just looking for something simple.
What shoes did they tell you to bring?
I wasn't told to bring just closed-toed shoes, but Mike is like one of the main guys who planned everything, and he hikes all the time, and he just wears flip-flops the whole time.
I can't do
like,
that.
Trooper.
Yeah, I know. That sucks. Why would he do that? Mike, you're a man.
Yeah, he can do it.
Skin between your toes are amazing.
Yeah, he's like, I built up calluses there.
Yeah, apparently.
That's all he wears are flip-flops. Anyways, so we went on a hike, and I wrote some notes here when I said F me that hike. It's 2 miles, Heart Rock Trails, what we went to, and supposedly it's a mile there and then a mile back. You walk the same trail backwards to get back to your car.
Is it uphill both ways?
Let me finish, David.
Okay, just checking.
Anyways, so you start the trail. It's in obviously some forest stuff, and it's downhill majority of the way until you get to bottom of a supposed creek. Obviously, California's in a drought, so there's no water to be had.
Right.
But there is a creek area, a bunch of big rocks and stuff. You get down there, and you're supposed to walk back up. Now, on the way to that creek area, there was a super steep, and it's all dirt, and you have to, try not to fall. I slipped a couple times. Got down there, and was like, well, we don't want to climb up that, so we'll hike up the creek, and then we'll come out to the other end and walk the rest of the way. Apparently, hiking in the creek was not part of this easy description of the hike, because we were, mounting big rocks and, boulders in the creek, hiking back up. Man, it was brutal. Brutal. And then once we got back to the trail, then it's mostly uphill back to where the car is, and that is brutal.
Too. Right, you don't want the uphill part to be the back half of it.
Yeah,
right?
Brutal, man. My legs are killing me. It's just everything. I was climbing up a rock, and I flew my arm bat, and my wedding ring fell off my finger. So I was all slippery from all the sweat and stuff.
You were getting married to nature.
Yeah, and luckily it fell down right next to me, and I saw it. Because if it flew down, because we were climbing up the creek at this point, if it flew down, I was like, I'm screwed.
Not married anymore. Sorry.
So finally hiked. Got up. By the way, when you're done with a hike, you know the best thing is after the hike, David?
To not ever do it again.
A beer.
Oh yeah,
that beer is the best beer. I don't even care what it was. I think it was a Fat Tire, but that is the best beer.
Of course.
Oh man. And even after all that, even the pain I'm in right now, I'm sure it's gonna be worse tomorrow. I don't regret it. Because afterwards you're like
sitting on the toilet hurts. It's like, oh god. So it's every little thing hurts.
No, but even before we were deciding to go to the hike, I was so close to being I'm not the most athletic person. I'm just gonna stay back and read a book. I'll watch our stuff, whatever. But I went on it in a whim, Yeah. And after I can say I freaking did it, man.
Yeah, you went on a hike, man.
I did it. I've never done anything that physically exhausting before. I did it. Hopefully, I got some calories burned, obviously. So I don't regret it. I definitely want to hike more.
Yeah.
Maybe not, climbing up boulders and stuff in a creek, but maybe mile hike.
Yeah, there's a pretty cool not too far from Vegas is Mount Zion, which is in Utah. It's a pretty cool place. They have this Narrows area where Like the water comes up to like your basically like your knees. Sometimes it's higher depending on how much it's rained there.
And you hike through it.
You hike through it,
Oh,
which is
cool.
pretty cool. Like you feel like something's gonna grab you from underneath at any moment and just eat you. But it is a lot of fun. But it is really it's exhausting. Like because it's just walking, right? Like that's what's so funny about hiking. Like I hike. It's like when you walk on rocks. Like
And also, I was wearing
uneven.
I was wearing jeans because I was worried about the weather, and I was wearing Chucks. So
That's what I meant. Like if you're
not
wearing
the best shoes,
wrong,
like for traction, like sliding.
yeah, of course.
It's just bad news.
You
But-
could have roasted a chicken between your thighs by the end of it, I'm sure.
So that was definitely really cool.
So you'll do it again?
Yeah,
You recommend hike? Gets a thumbs up?
Yeah, it makes you feel good afterwards, and if you drink that beer.
Exercise.
What are some
thumbs
other
up.
cool parts about camping? Oh, like driving to and from camping. I had a lot of traffic going into the campground. It's California, no duh. But man, those last like 45 minutes of just like Tokyo Drift.
Oh, you're driving fast on the mountains?
Well, yeah, just like the curves and stuff. It was like, oh, this is so fun.
I
Like,
hate that.
And driving down the mountain this morning, I was like,
No. See, I hate that crap.
it's like Vin Diesel.
No, because it's like if you sneeze, it's like you're going to drive off the edge and die.
Well, just you got to pay attention to your driving.
Well, yeah, but
2 hands, David.
I get it, but I'm driving.
If you're preparing
carefully.
to sneeze, brake. All right, don't just like achoo, like
Yeah, like on the
eyes
movies, like when
closed.
the windshield gets covered, the first thing every actor does is like grab the wheel and spin it, just crazy. It's like, wouldn't you just brake and keep the wheel still? But anyways.
So that drive made up for all the traffic. That was just super fun.
No, it's always fun to drive through nature, but it's scary to me when you have that. It's like this little like metal barrier. It's like, yeah, that's not going to hold this.
No, there were no
car.
barriers. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna die if I.
Right. It's like
It's part of the risk, David.
that's not fun.
Live your life quarter mile at a time.
We used to drive through a place called Wiki, Arizona, I think it was called, or Wiki Up, Arizona. And my dad used to call it Wakey Up because, like, if you drive through it, you're going to be awake because it's literally like cliffs.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Take a sip.
Took a drink at the like absolutely wrong moment.
Love
Sorry.
it. Love it.
I did some board gaming, David, at this camping trip.
Really?
Do you have any board game stuff for today?
Of course.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna like have you beat.
No way.
I have multiple board games to talk about.
So who brought these?
Well, I made one up.
Oh, you made up a card game.
I made up.
It's not a board game.
We said that card games count as board games, David.
Yeah, okay.
We've had this debate.
Sure.
Thank you. I invented a board game, David.
Okay.
Have you invented a board game?
No.
No. Anyways, okay. So the way it's called Gerald's High-Low Drinking Card Game.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the rules?
Who made it up?
I know.
You
I
really
know.
have
I
to
don't
put
like.
your-
I know some of our people don't like me to go on and on about rules, but
Oh,
I'm going to
God.
explain very thoroughly how this game
Good.
is played because
I
I
wanna
invented it. Don't worry, patents pending. Don't you guys get any cute and like steal my idea, okay?
Kickstarter. That's what we need. We're going to have next.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. So you have a standard deck of cards, 52, David. No crazy jokers or poker rules in this hand.
Okay.
You put it face down the table, and you have people around you, and everyone has a drink, of course. It is a
Drinking game.
drinking game, of course.
Of course.
So
Soda.
person draws the top card, doesn't look at it.
Okay.
They guess what they think the card is
Out of any card.
out of any card.
Number, suit, both?
No suit, just say, I think this is an 8.
Okay.
And you can play ace high or low, depending if you're feeling frisky, whatever.
I got it. Okay.
So I'm going to say, David, I think this card in my hand is an 8. Everyone else around the table will say, is it higher or lower than what I'm guessing?
This is very Price is Right. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that an insult? Or?
No. It's just
Okay,
they
okay.
do that on Price is
So
Right.
David, I guess an 8.
Okay. I say higher.
All right. I'm going to say, I just say it's an 8.
Right.
I flip the card. It's a 7.
Oh, no.
So you got to drink because you said higher.
Got it.
I have to drink because it's wrong.
Oh, wow.
Now, this is what's cool, right?
That sucks.
If I turn the card and what I said, if it was an 8,
Yeah.
I don't drink at all because I got it right.
Yeah.
Everyone
Has to drink.
drinks twice. 2 drinks. Or 2 sips, I should say.
And
Not a whole drink.
and then the next question is, as this game goes on, do you keep all those cards that are
Yes.
face up?
So you do face up, but the first game we put them all out, but towards the end you're like, you don't want to do that. So we just did like kind of a big pile where you have a pretty good idea, but you don't know for sure, and that keeps it going quicker.
You can start
the
to-
whole goal of the game is to drink as much beer as possible.
Yeah, of course. There's no winner here. It's we're all
no,
winners.
everyone's winner. But yeah, solid game. It's really satisfying when you get the guess.
Of course.
Everyone's like, drink, so everyone gets pretty crazy.
That's not a bad game. That is a
Right?
good game. No, actually, it is. I like the
played
idea.
sometime.
You have some deduction in it too. It's
Yeah.
not just weird guessing.
Exactly.
Would it be weird though if someone always got it right? Because you'd be like, how do you know?
Yeah, because they're cheating.
No, they have psychic powers.
Or that. But yeah, it's definitely fun. It definitely gets funner. If that's a word.
Funner.
As you drink. So
Funner.
I recommend everyone playing it. Let me know via email what you think. If you have any rule
And it's called
recommendations.
Gerald's High-Low.
Gerald's High-Low Drinking Card Game. It's kind of wordy.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll shorten that up a little bit. It's called Gerald Tylo. How about that?
GHL. There you
Sure.
go. I like GHL. That's
Gerald Tylo. So yeah, that's one of the big games we played. We also played One Night Ultimate Werewolf because Mike brought it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah.
We only played with 3 of us because everyone else went to take naps because they're
Exhausted from drinking.
No, just from the hike. So we played. Our plan was to just play with the 3, and then when we can kind of expand since we know how to play. That never happened because Gerald Tylo drinking card game.
Traditional werewolf is a certain amount of people are villagers. Some people are werewolves. There's a night phase where everyone closes their eyes, and then the werewolves open their eyes, and then they can see who the other werewolves in the group are, and then they kill a villager, and then there's a day phase where the villagers then have to try to figure out who is one of the werewolves and try to work together to kill that person off. So it becomes this like, you're a werewolf. It's like, of course you would say that because you're a werewolf.
Exactly,
and it's a social deduction game. But this is a little bit different.
Yeah, one night, it's just one night, so there's no day phase or anything like that. There's just the night phase. You flip up, or you don't flip up, but you just deduct or whatever point. There's also more roles, so in like the standard 3-player variant, there's only 1 villager, there's 2 werewolves, and there's also a troublemaker and a burglar, or robber, I think is what the term is. And then instead of just having each player has a role, each player has their role, and also the other 3 roles are face down in the center of the table. So then it's kind of a deduction of like, well, that could be 2 werewolf cards, or maybe I'm. Right. But then each of the different roles can do different things. I don't really need to explain all that, but don't play it with more than 3 people.
Yeah,
it's very easy to deduce who is the werewolf at that point.
It's a party game.
But yeah, it's definitely a party game up to 5 to 10 players if you just have that one game, and you can expand with the other one night.
What I do like about the one night is there's less of that. The one problem with that particular game is that if you get eliminated as a villager at the beginning, you're out of the game and you don't get to play anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So in this game, everyone kind of gets eliminated simultaneously or not simultaneously. But it is cool because there is this idea of like troublemakers and stuff like that can switch people's roles. So without
them knowing,
right? You'll look at your role and you're like, I know I'm a werewolf, and then during the night phase, the troublemaker might switch.
And you can't see what your role is after the night phase, like
right. Yeah. So you're playing thinking you're one thing, but in fact you're actually working against yourself, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun game.
So anyways, we also played Crack the Case. I don't know if you've heard of this game.
No.
Ayla brought it. So it's pretty much think of like a big thing of cards like Trivial Pursuit, right? And you just kind of grab random.
Like
and
trivia cards?
One person has the card and it says David or Jordan was found murdered by the camera stand in the podcast studio.
Okay.
Why was he murdered and by who? And then it's up to everyone else to ask that person questions, and you can say yes, no, or yes, no, kind of like if it's like maybe kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
And you're just asking questions and up to the group to figure out.
20 questions type game.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And there was a timer variant, but like we're all drinking, so like who cares? Yeah. It's just more just figuring it out. Some of these are kind of bizarre. Like one that Mike had, the person who died, there were 3 people who died, but they ended up being film critics, and they died by electrocuted VCR that the film creator planted. It's just freaking like bizarre stuff like that.
So you're just trying to find out bizarre scenarios where people die.
Well, some of them are bizarre. Some of them are a little more legit. Mine involved cheating, very risque stuff.
No, there you go. Rated R.
Yeah, but it's definitely a fun game. Again, it's fun when you get everyone drinking because it's just like thinking of weird stuff. I kept asking if there was a rape kit that was done. Where's the DNA?
Jesus.
There's DNA everywhere these days.
Of course. Nice.
But yeah, so it's a fun game. So we also played that. So yeah, 3 board games, and I invented one, David.
Very good.
Other than that, I watched The Kid. More on that later. And then, so I've been talking about how I'm part of this weight loss competition.
Yes.
I found the new good. I don't know this week because I
went hiking, so you're.
Well, yeah, but like normally when I work from California, I eat like crap. It's kind of like a cheat week, but you're not really supposed to do that. I toned it back down a little bit, but of course,
Anyways, breakfast pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
so I ordered a new thing to help me exercise. I figured out with the rower is really good, but I need like a good thing just to do like cardio because rowing kind of works out everything. Like I want to do like 10 minutes of something cardio and then jump on the rower for like 20. Like
gotcha.
I think that's solid, right? So I got something for cardio, David.
What's that?
I got a DDR mat.
You were into some DDR.
So yeah, if you're an avid listener, you know that I was a huge fan of DDR back in the day at Blackbeard's Family Fun Center in Clovis, California.
Are your initials still in that machine?
I doubt it.
If they didn't unplug it, it's still there.
I was like never the best person, but I definitely enjoyed it, and it's definitely a good form of just like getting your heart pumping as quickly as possible.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so it came. I actually hooked it up before I came here. I played a couple songs just to see if the pad works.
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm's on DDR.
Are you sure?
It maybe is, but not one of the old. Because I downloaded all the old songs from like fourth mix, fifth mix,
Oh my god.
DDR Extreme, like all like the classics
Yeah.
that I remember. By the way, you have to download individually. It's a huge pain in the ass, but anyway. So I got them all on there, hooked up the pad, did like a couple easy songs. I remember "Dream a Dream," "Dream a Dream."
I remember
Nothing's but a dream if you want to set me free.
you
Yeah,
remember-
Butterfly's a good one. Yeah.
This is how you knew if you were good at it. If
Swing
you had
black and blue, making colors in the sky. Yeah, I still got it. So yeah, I played the easy song. It works great, and just playing like an easy song just to test the pad on the
Yeah.
songs. Like, I was already like, whew, like winded. So I'm really excited to
get back
play
into
on this thing, man. I do play upstairs in my gaming room though, and my wife was downstairs doing laundry. She's like, "What the hell were you doing?"
It's an earthquake.
Because like the steps are fun, but we have to like jump, like the up
you
and
gotta
down,
do-
left, right.
yeah.
She's like, Jesus. So I'll make sure I do it when she's not at home. So I'm not.
Well, you know the
bothering her.
trick is, remember back in the day, you'd have hold that bar behind you. That's how you knew if you were
No,
like
people
legit.
who held bars are the cheaters.
Oh, really?
Come on, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was me.
Yeah,
Because I just try to like lift my weight up and just use my legs like
and
spaghetti.
just use socks or bare feet. No shoes because I'll break the sensors. But yeah, I will report back later to see how this does. But I was just to hear the song.
Yeah.
Just like I remember. I start remembering the steps because I played pretty. Not that good. But like I started remembering the
good.
steps. I'm like, oh yeah, this is
Brings
taking
back-
me back, man.
Well, it's
Nostalgia.
funny. I'll hear like songs that were in Rock Band on the radio, and I'm like, man, I really want to play Rock Band so bad. Because I like Everlong by Foo Fighters. I played that like millions of times on
course,
Rock
yeah.
Band, and every time I hear it, I'm just like, man, I want to go get those stupid plastic instruments. But I spent way too much money on it, and I got rid of all of them.
I don't know how much money I've spent in songs. Way too much.
Well, I think the thing that I always thought that they should have done is just gone to a subscription service where it's like you don't
Which
buy
I think
this.
they do now.
I don't think they do. I still
Oh
think
no,
they
I
sell
think
them individually.
Guitar Hero. That's how it is.
Yeah, it never made sense to be like, oh, 99 cents. Because it's like you were talking about. I like one song, but I don't like all of them. So yours, I'm guessing, is some kind of emulator.
Yeah.
Okay,
Called Stepmania.
gotcha. Anything else?
That's it, David. What you doing?
I've got a few things. I watched a lot of TV this week and some movies. The first thing that I watched, I think you watched it too, was the first episode of Westworld.